Hi guys, I'm here with Michael. We are here in his house and it is really amazing. We did a home tour, don't miss it.
Exciting stuff.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Michael Baldwin, who is a luxury real estate expert. My name is Carlos Zatch. This is my first video about luxury real estate here in Cabo. So if you like it, please let me know, subscribe and everything. And I'm here with this expert who is from Texas. He landed here in Cabo in 2010.
Correct,
Right?
you got it.
We are filming here in his house, who is located here in Del Mar.
Yes. We're in the Del Mar community of Espiritu. And thank you. First of all, thank you for putting this together and allowing us to share our channels and our audiences. I think both of our audiences are going to learn something today. It's going to be very exciting, I think, for everyone. Let's talk about the architecture. So when Stephanie and I started this concept, we wanted desert modern. That was really our concept. So when we started, it's very, very architectural. And let's go in.
Stephanie is your wife, right?
Correct.
You both created this lovely house.
Yes.
With your taste. That is really amazing.
We've been in the home 1 year. It took us about 2 years from the day we started the design process till the time we moved in, and we've been in just about a year. Yes, please come on in. Well, like I said, desert modern was the concept, and so we wanted to make it a sense of place. We're in Mexico, and desert modern is not necessarily Cabo. But we utilized every material, every piece of landscape to reflect that we are here in Cabo. And so the desert, yeah, it totally has the Cabo vibe. And you can see just from the cardone cactuses, I mean, these are very, very much all over town, and they feel at home here. So please come on in, Carlos. And then we wanted to honor the hacienda style architecture of Mexico. So this, as you walk in, this is our little courtyard. This is our hacienda style with a modern twist. And again, all the cactus. But it's all about honoring the views. I mean, you come here, you build a house, you live here because you want to have those views of the ocean. And so by maximizing the lateral access to the ocean, maximizes the number of rooms that have the view.
It's really amazing when you land in your house and see this beautiful view here.
Well, there's also other views to be honored too. So one of my favorite, if you look behind us, is the mountains. Very, very few people take the time to pay attention, look away from the ocean and see the mountains. So the mountains were part of this. You'll notice that we have views of the mountains, we have views of the ocean, and upstairs from my office, we captured a view of San Jose. Yeah, exactly. So it was very purposeful that we were able to capture what I think are the 3 best views in this location. And choosing a site is always about view. And then design is driven by the lot size and the views. So, oftentimes we don't know where we're going to end when we start the project, but we want to make sure we capture those things.
Okay, so take it in consideration if you are finding your new home.
The outside space is more important than the inside space. People come to Cabo, although it's a little warm today, people come to Cabo to be outside. So the redundancy of the living style, you'll see here we have our outdoor living room where we enjoy our TV with a fireplace. And we also have dining. So we've just repeated the living spaces of inside and taking it outside.
Okay, that's a good point.
So even the materials that we chose honor Mexico. So like the wood ceiling was selected, that's perlota wood.
Parota?
Again, it represents where we are. Yeah. Same with all the cladding, the material on the walls and on the columns are all a local material. And same with the floors. These are Okinaga, which come from the mainland. Love it. And they're shipped here.
Okay. That is a good thing because shipping from there to here to...
It was actually pretty easy. Come over on the ferry. They load it. So from the mainland over ferry to Cabo, and then installed in our home.
Wow, I like the style. The color is really really amazing. It combines with my shoes a lot.
You kind of blend in. And we even paid really close attention to the architecture of the pool. You can see many times it has a hot tub that's built into the pool, but it's even. So everything is on the same plane. So from the front door all the way through the house, all the way across the pool is all one level. And that was part of our intention.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then we also then lowered the fire pit. You can see the fire pit out on the edge there. And we lower it so that when you're in the home or on the patio, that if someone's there, you're looking over the top. So nothing, if you'll notice, there's nothing in the view line.
Oh, so nothing up. Yeah. I love it. It is like the sky view, you know, the infinity pool
exactly.
perspective that Olivia told me previously. Yes, I can imagine my Sunday here, just relaxing and with this beautiful ocean view.
It's a great spot to be.
It's a great spot to be. Do you know if the bisbis comes this way?
Yes, in fact, the winning fish was caught at Punta Gorda. So when they leave San Lucas every morning at the 7 o'clock shotgun start, you know, they come racing past here to go to Punta Gorda, which is, you know, another probably 5 miles up the way. That's where they caught the winning fish. Punta Gorda
if you don't know, recently here in Cabo, we had
the biggest bill fishing tournament in the world, and they caught a 700-pound black marlin, which won them about $2 million.
Oh.
The total purse was $7 million.
Wow, that is amazing.
It's a very rich fishing tournament.
Yes, and one quick fact is that it was one local who...
Yes, the one.
That's
true.
Yeah.
On a small boat. You know, you have all these massive yachts that people from all over the world come here to fish, and a local on a small boat. And I always say, the fish don't know the difference.
Yes.
They did. This year was one of the best years of fishing in a long time. They've been catching a lot of big tuna, a lot of big marlin. So this year has been amazing.
What is your favorite fish to enjoy here?
Tuna. I love to catch tuna because I want to eat whatever I catch. And we do have a fishing boat. We go fishing, my wife and I, and we take friends, and it's just a great way. It's just part of the lifestyle in Cabo.
Hearing the lifestyle in Cabo, the main account of this creator.
Right.
So yes, I love it. So you fish.
We do. We fish. We're going to go back in the air conditioning because it's a little warm out here. So let's go back in the AC. And I really want to talk too, not only about the material and the architecture and room sizes, and notice them, like on this room, the scale. So we wanted to have a lot of volume in this space, and so that lives bigger. You know, it doesn't have to be a big space, but with a lot of volume, it feels bigger. And with the glass on both ends, it's very open, and the natural light is amazing.
The natural light is really, really amazing. I like it because I think also the light is really important, right? Because
I totally agree.
For inspiration, for your mornings, because you don't want a dark place. You want a really, not too much bright, but adequate.
And that's where you see the orientation of this home is really kind of southeast. And so the backyard always has full sun all day long, which is very, very important. So your pool, which people want to be, if they want to be out and getting a tan and being in the pool, they have full sun all day, which is
all
special.
Day. Yes, here we have 350 days, sunny days here in Cabo,
it's
right?
very, very consistently sunny here.
Yeah.
So as talking about something special, Stephanie and I have chosen every single piece of art in this place, and they all have a story, and they're all very special. And this again represents Mexico. So the Huicho people are the people that do this style of art. It's actually wax beads, and one of these is a bead which is put. So it could have taken 6-7 months for them to do this piece of art, and they all tell a story. And they are a tribe of indigenous Indian people, both here in the Baja and also on the mainland. And they're very spiritual. And they often take peyote. And so they have very, very dreamlike. And all of their art is representative of those dreams.
I love it. So it's
And
really
it's a
inspiring.
surfboard too.
Yeah,
So,
so I was thinking to ask you if you take it to surf, but
no, it never leaves. It never leaves
it
that
is
wall.
always here.
Purposely. And this piece, which we also have a number of pieces in the house by Jane Waterous, and she's a very famous artist. She lives in the Bahamas. But we found this and the other pieces I'm going to point out to you, we found at the one and only Palmilla Hotel. And we got married there. Stephanie and I got married there, so it's a very, very special place. So to be able to acquire the art that was in the hotel was extraordinary.
In the one and only, no,
Yes,
yes,
the one and only
the one and
Palmilla
only
Hotel.
Palmilla, who is stunning.
It is amazing, and we got to meet Jane. She came here when we bought a lot of pieces from her,
Yeah.
and she came and met with us. And so we
Wow.
have pictures of her. She's a delightful lady.
I really like her. I saw one art of her in Vancouver, in Whistler, Whistler, Canada.
No,
and
you would
she's
see her all over the world.
over the world. She's amazing
So
too.
this is one of her pieces. We have
Love
two,
it.
like of the hearts, but this one is more representative of her style.
yes.
So this is a Beethoven's love letter to his muse, and it's in Morse code. So I don't read Morse code, but that's what it is. It's a heart in Morse code.
Wow.
So it has texture, and a dimension to it. But we love her art, and so it's been very, very special.
It's one of my favorites too. So it's really, really, really stunning.
And San Jose has a big art community. There's a lot of local artists, not only from Mexico, but also here locally. And so we've acquired a lot of the art locally. And this piece, it was my wife's favorite. Forgive me, I don't know the artist, but we found that in a gallery in downtown San Jose.
Oh, it's really minimalistic.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
like it.
Kind of like the house.
Yes.
It fits.
That is Cabo. Do you think it's Cabo?
I
the
think
picture?
it is,
Yeah,
but
like 6 p.m.
Yes.
something.
No,
Sunset.
The golden hour, which is my favorite time of day.
It is my favorite time of the day too. Also the sunrise. I'm a really sunset catching guy, so I like it.
Well, I catch the sunrise every day because I get up in the morning and I run 2.5 miles, and I usually watch the sun come up.
Really?
Yeah.
So you go around
I
here.
go around the neighborhood, just run around the neighborhood.
So it's a really interesting fact because you can run here around. I'm a morning guy too, so.
So this is another piece of Jane Waterous. This is John Lennon's Imagination. It's because if you step back here and look at it, it's a peace sign, which is part of John Lennon's legacy. And Imagine was one of his biggest hits that he both wrote and produced, and that's just an honor to him.
I want to say that is my favorite one in your house.
Well, you haven't seen. I have a favorite yet. This was not my favorite yet, so I have one more.
You have one more? Wow. So let's see another one, but this is really, really great. I like it.
This is the primary bedroom. It reflects. It's very calm. Stephanie and I like to be very calm and relaxed. So all of the colors were representative of that. We wanted people when they come here to be very comfortable and calm, tranquilo, right, chill. And this is a very, very famous artist. I don't know if you know Pedro Friedeberg. He's still alive. He's 88 years old. He's one of the most famous artists in Mexico. And we just loved his art. He was famous for the sitting hand. The piece of art that it's a chair, but it's a hand. That's really kind of what made him famous. But he always hand paints all of his frames. All of his frames are always the same. So you will recognize him no matter where you go. He has galleries in Mexico City and San Miguel, but that yellow and gold and black is his kind of trademark.
Love it, love it. The colors really, really.
Well, if you notice, they're little houses too. So that's what drew me to this piece, is that I've always been in the home building business my whole life. And those are...
Yeah, but
You
the
see
little
it?
houses.
They're little houses.
Love it. Yeah.
So it meant something special to me beyond it's a great piece. Because I'm in the home building business. Homes are my life. Homes are my business, everything. So yes. So the two things that I want to show you here are, this is my favorite piece. Carlos. And it is also Jane Waterous. This is maybe the one that you've seen. It's love.
Love.
And so love, peace, tranquilo is kind of the whole vibe of the house.
Amor in Spanish. So it's so great.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
And you have it here in the
Yeah,
shower.
I see it every day, several times a day. So I get to enjoy this piece. Now, there's one other piece of art that every woman is going to appreciate of your audience is this closet.
Closet, yeah,
Yes,
for the
isn't this a
girls.
great closet?
Also for the guys, as me, I am very organized, so
Yeah.
I like to have. But for the girls,
Yeah, I have a small, this is my space over here in the corner, so I have a very small space. Stephanie has the big space.
so she took.
She gave me that little space.
No, but it's really, really matching and everything. I like it. I'm really organized too, so we are really.
Well, she loves her purses and her shoes, and she sees those as art. So we all have our own definition of art.
Oh, okay. I like it. Really minimalistic and clean. Congrats with this lovely closet, and thank you for taking us in your.
Well, you wanted a tour of the house, so you can. No tour is without the closet and the bathrooms. And well, we had this commissioned. So we met. We first saw Alejandro Pintada's art at the El Ganzo Hotel. If you've been, which is a very special hotel.
Yes. Really artistic.
Yes, very artistic. So we saw his work there, and we fell in love with him. So we met him, and we asked him, since we had this unusual hallway that needed something quite large, we had him commission this piece for us. So he built this and designed and painted this for this space.
Wow, so it's
Yes, right. He made for us, and he came personally and actually installed it. And I fell in love with him because he paints outside the lines. Yeah. All of his art always goes outside the frame, and that's kind of the way I've been all my life. Is I've always kind of painted outside of the lines, done things slightly different, and I know you're the same.
Yes. Thinking out of the box. That is a really good motto life. Yes.
And this artist, that's what attracted me to him, was that's how he thinks and that's how he paints.
Oh my God. It's a really good representation of the Baja and also your mind and your core life. What do you think, guys? Do you think outside of the box as us too? This is really amazing. I love El Ganso. I love the music studio they have downstairs. Many Mexican artists have recorded there, like Natalia Lafourcade, you know Natalia, Caloncho, really good iconics from Mexico recorded.
Well, we always encourage people to visit because not only is there great art, but there's always great artists, and there's always some good parties. So what a combo. Oh yeah, the rooftop pool is always a good party. You have to put that on your list, your to-do list. One more piece, I want to show you my office. And this was why we chose this particular lot above all others, was that we were able to capture the view of San Jose. So not only is it beautiful during the day, but at night when it's dark and the lights of the city, it's a very, very, very special place.
Wow, this is really, really special. It is like an art, like you know, the like real.
We created this window when it was under construction.
Okay.
And we did exactly what you described, which is this is the frame.
The frame of
And that's the art.
Wow, look at this. So you have Palmilla, San Jose, Del Mar. What a view in your office.
Yes.
So you get inspired.
I have to work here. Yes, but
Wow.
it's the joy.
It's the joy. Oh my God. So I can work better
You
here.
can see yourself working
Yeah.
here.
Because I write, I'm a travel blogger, and when I write about a new destination and everything, I never write in my bed. I always go to a coffee shop.
It's inspirational.
Something to get inspirational, because if not, I don't connect the dots. So I am always outside looking for new places to to inspire.
Well, this is my inspiration.
It is your inspiration. Love it. I can see myself here writing a song, creating music, creating a blog, creating content.
Totally. This is also a local artist.
I know.
Ben Horton. We saw his art at Sur Beach Club.
Sur Beach.
And totally fell in love with his style. It's all about, you know, nature, outside, surfing. He was one of the few artists that the National Geographic has given him a grant. A lot of his a lot of it's photography and a lot of it's underwater.
Underwater.
So he does, you know, everything from fish, dolphins, you know, waves. He's all about nature.
Do you like Sur Beach? It's one of my favorite places to eat here in Cabo.
We go there. We take the boat. We go down to Cabo and anchor, jump on a panga and go in and have lunch. And that's oftentimes our Saturdays and Sundays. So we'll see you there on Saturday or Sunday one day.
One day, let's go. It's one of my favorites. Yes,
yeah.
to
it's got a great vibe.
It's a really great vibe, and they have a lot of art from these artists there. That's right.
Yeah, the whole thing, all the interior is his
vibe.
art.
Wow.
It's his photography.
Love it. So this is really inspiring office. Congratulations. You have really good. What is the phrase? Get the job done? No, get the shit done. Something like that.
We do that too.
Okay, so I love it because you can have a talk here with your team.
Yes.
It's really, really amazing.
This is where we gather. This is where we get inspired. This is where we come up with some really, really good ideas and some not so good. But we keep the good ones and throw away the bad ones.
Love it. So it's really inspiring. And also the sunset here. The sunset is the other side.
Yeah,
but
the sunset's there.
You can watch the clouds
yes.
and the last things of the
Well,
sunset.
when the sun sets, the light bounces off of a downtown, which is what is like the golden hour that I was speaking to earlier. And so although you don't see the sunset itself, you see the representation of the light, which is, I think, as
lovely. It's my favorite part too. Wow. So congratulations, Michael. I really like your house. It's really inspiring. Mm-hmm. It is, I don't know, it is a dream. I know you have worked all your life in this industry.
Right.
And I think, what is one advice that you give to young generations who wants to pursue a good career and have a good business plan in his life? What do you suggest us?
Well, I can only tell you how I got here, and I think it's a good advice to young people is to learn it from the bottom up. You know, I have a mechanical engineering degree, but when I got in the home building business, I started at the very bottom. Okay. I started in the warranty department. And then when you're in the warranty department, you learn about, you know, what goes wrong in a house and how you can be proactive in solving and fixing it on the next one. So you're always applying best practices. So, you know the whole business, not just a piece of it. I think that the biggest mistake that young people make today is that they want to sell houses. So they go into real estate and they sell houses, but they don't have all the background of product knowledge and having a deep understanding of how they're built. Okay. You know, the little things. Well, those are actually very big things, yes. But it gives you an edge. Yeah. So it takes you longer to get during the path, but you will be far and away ahead of everybody that you compete with because you have an understanding of what you're really doing. So I think that, you know, having a good plan and having intention and seeing it as a lifelong ambition. I mean, I've been doing this since 1980. Okay. Wow. So I have a little bit of experience, but it's a sum of all parts. So knowing how to build them, knowing how to manage people that are in the business, marketing. I've come through all aspects of the business. So this just by coming here was just a culmination of a lot of different experiences. And I didn't come here with that intention. I mean, when I arrived in Cabo, I was lucky enough to meet Ron Hatfield, who's the developer of Villas Del Mar and Espiritu. And you know, he saw that I had something unique and special that a lot of the people that came to work for him before me didn't. So I think that's, you know, if you want a single piece of advice, I would say be a student of whatever it is that you want to do and to know all facets, not just the only one that you want to specialize or focus on, but all the related.
I have one phrase in Spanish that I learned from a book that is really common and always comes in my mind when I ask how big persons achieve their success. In Spanish is aprender a aceitar la máquina, which means that you have to learn how to solve the little things from any industry that you are in. So that is a good advice. Maybe it goes from what you told me before. And I think keeping the houses and maintaining is really important to know how. Because when you sell a house, you want to know what you are selling, right?
People want to know more than bedrooms and bathrooms.
Yeah.
You know, they want to know. I think that it's very important in any industry, and especially real estate, is to have a story. I mean, there has to be a story, and there's a big story behind this house. Both the location, the design, the architecture, the materials, the way it was put together, there is a big story there. And I think people appreciate, you know, history and story. That adds a lot of value to anything, like these pieces of art. They have a story.
They have a story. So I love it. I love it that here, your space, you have really good tequilas here. I like tequila.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of tequila, so I'm a big fan of, and it goes back to, I love Mexico. I should have been Mexican. You know, I just got, it just took me a long time to get here. But
you have your passport or not yet?
I do not. I'm a permanent resident.
Ah, okay.
I should have, yes, but I also should speak Spanish too,
and
Spanish. I don't, so.
We are continuing this video in Michael's YouTube channel, who is Lifestyle in Cabo. Go get and watch it. It's the second part of this video. We have a really deep conversation about young investors and real estate in Cabo, tips for buying here in Cabo. And don't miss it. It's on Michael's YouTube channel.
And yours too.
And mine too. So don't forget to subscribe to both channels.
Please.
Mine is Carlos Zatch, Michael Baldwin. And write in the comments your questions. Maybe
Absolutely.
if someone has any questions about
I hope I can
here.
lend some expertise to someone.
So nice to meet you, Michael.
Yes.
And let's see us in
Let's
the
get
next
this going
part.
one more time.
One more time. So subscribe and comment.